In this video, we will be repairing the radio and CD player in this 2008 Hyundai Elantra. As it currently sits, the CD player does not work, and the radio, although you can hear the different stations, you cannot see what station you are on as the display is stuck on the loading screen. To gain access to the radio components, we first need to pry away the dashboard that is surrounding the radio components. Using a flathead screwdriver wrapped in a towel, I'm going to release the clips in the bottom corners of the dash. It requires a little bit of firm pressure to get those clips to release. We can now pivot the bottom portion up. We have a couple clips left on the top that we can work off. On our wiring harness for the emergency flashers, we need to depress a small tab and wiggle that free. If we are wanting to remove the dash completely, we have a couple additional wiring harnesses. We then need to remove the 4 Phillips head screws from the radio mounting bracket. I received the replacement components from China, of course, and we need to install this into the old radio housing. And we're going to begin by removing the upper and lower mounting brackets. There are 4 screws on the left side and 4 screws on the right side. Once those screws are out, you can maneuver off those mounting brackets. You do need to spread the sides just a little bit to get them around the body of the radio. After the brackets have been removed, we're going to take a look at the back of the top cover. We have 2 screws on the back and an additional 1 screw on the left side that we need to remove. And you'll need a little bit smaller screwdriver to remove these. Once those screws are removed, we can gently work off the cover and slide that back. Taking a look at the top of the radio unit, this is where we just removed the cover. There are 4 locations where we need to remove Phillips head screws. We can then gently work the CD player unit. We are still connected by the ribbon cable. Using needle nose pliers, I'm going to lift up on the ribbon cable mount. This will release it from the circuit board. On the old CD player, I am salvaging the circuit board and I am salvaging the hold down screws. Using a flathead screwdriver, I'm going to remove the 2 ribbon cables and a Phillips head screwdriver in 2 locations. Working around the hold down tab, I can remove the circuit board. And slide my new unit into place. And before I install that new circuit board, I'm going to feed my ribbon cable through the slot. And then position that circuit board in place. I can then reinstall the hold down screws and reconnect the ribbon cables. We can then release our main circuit board hold down. And reinstall the ribbon cable for our new unit. And once everything has been connected, we can slide the CD player back in place. We then have our 4 hold down screws. We can then work the cover in place and install our 3 cover screws. And the last pieces that we need to add are the brackets on the radio. The bracket is identified top and bottom. So we want to make sure that the top is installed on the top. And we want to make sure that the tabs are located frontward towards the front of the radio. The bottom is also installed so those tabs are frontward towards the front of the radio. We have 8 hold down screws total that will keep our bracket in place, 4 on each side. Before I get too far in putting this back together, I want to test to make sure that it works first. So we'll plug in the wiring harnesses and the antenna. And we're just going to set this in place temporarily. Everything seems to be working properly. We can go ahead and reinstall all of our trim components